I found Carroll by accident. Oops. So I grew up going to the San Diego Zoo, and I loved looking at the animals and talking to the animals. Then that just continued when I moved to Washington, where there are a lot of horses. So I always would walk down the street and I would feed the carrots to the horses. I would dog sit for all my neighbors and horse sit for all my neighbors. It's kind of crazy how many people need horse sitters and how they will let a 10-year-old do that. And then when I was 10 or 12, I started doing theater summer camps. And that just kind of like instantly grew and evolved in every single direction, where I was like, I love this. This is awesome. I want to do this every single day. I was looking for schools that either had some kind of animal stuff or some kind of theater stuff. And those were kind of my two things that I wanted. And I wanted to stay on the West Coast. And we looked at Carroll College and we went and visited, and my mom was typing it into the browser and she was like, look at this, like Carroll University popped up. It's this other school. They also have this great animal program. They have a theater program. They're more like suburban next to a city. What I really liked about Carroll when I toured was, number one, everyone was super nice. The Midwestern niceness is a real thing, and I didn't know that until I came here. Well, I really loved that the professors were talking about, here's our program, here's how we're trying to improve it, here's why we care about the students, what we do for the students, how we make it easier for them, how we help them in the field and after graduation. I had just moved across the country. I was in this strange place with strange people who say bubbler. I think that being able to settle in and really find my niche and find my place in the community is what really solidified that this is where I belong. And I think that entire first semester was very formative for me. The animal behavior major has taught me so many skills relating to writing and resume building and how to break into a field that is really hard to break into. Working with animals is not just about working with animals, it's also about working with people. And that's where my theater degree is also really handy, because it teaches all of those foundational skills about public speaking and working in teams and groups and being able to manage things and organize things and time management. So they really work in harmony very well together. One of the really big parts of my college decision was financials. Trying to decide what is not only plausible, but what is worth it. The education that I want and the experience that I want versus the cost. And Carroll was not only the best option for me in terms of experience and education, but it was also the cheapest option. And that has a big impact. It had a big impact for me, and I think it has a big impact on a lot of students. It can seem just like another scholarship, but once you see that this is a person that is helping you, that has dedicated their personal time and money into these students that they maybe never even get to meet, it just really makes you appreciate and love what they are doing so much more. I don't think that without the donors I could have come to Carroll. I think that I would probably still be back in Washington. My favorite part of my Carroll experience was the people. I was never planning on staying in Waukesha. The relationships that I have formed here are invaluable to me. People that I've met, the connections I've made, the professors, everything. Why would I want to leave?